Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. I'm Emma, and in this video I'm going to show you how I do some bouncy stands for my orcs. And this is for the Squighog riders, as you can see. And what I usually do is just take a piece of clear plastic. As you can see here, I bought like a whole big sheet in a, I don't know, some sort of DIY store. And then I just, cut little bits and pieces with the scissor. And you can see here it's not terribly thick, but it's relatively sturdy and it has a nice spring to it, and so it works perfect for this this project. I am just going to be honest straight off the bat. This is not going to be the most elegant solution you have ever seen, but I mean, as this is for orcs, I don't think it matters too much. And I think I have done this for about I think the first models I did like this was about a year or so ago, so I have no idea if this will stand the test of time. Probably not, but then I'll just do another stand and re-glue them. So as you can see, I just cut the plastic into a shape I thought would work and glue the model onto that. It's really simple. It's just the super glue, the model, and a piece of clear plastic. And you could probably make it as long or as short as you would like. So I just sort of try out a couple of different angles. I don't want it to be like really, really tall, like it's jumping right into the air. But on the other hand, I don't want it to be too short, because then it won't be as springy as I would like it. As you can see, I have these two tires. These are made of milliput from a mold from a Green Stuff World, where you can get like tires and all sorts of things that you can put in your bases. And I use this to sort of give the the plastic strip a nice angle, so that the orc will actually be bouncy. The whole idea with this is to make it as fun and as silly as I can. And I don't even know if this would be viable for a tournament or anything. I don't really care, because making bouncy orcs really makes me happy. I know, other grown-up people have other things that make them happy. For me, bouncy orcs all the way. So I just glue the tire onto the base, and by the way, the base is made using a rolling pin. I think it's called Factory from Green Stuff World. And I use that as a base for all my orcs. Once I'm happy with the angle and the bounciness, I just use a little bit more super glue, glue it onto the tire and onto the end of the strip. And then just hold the bouncy orc in place until it's dry. And I mean, I'm not, well... I'm not very patient, so instead of waiting until it's dry, I just let a pot of paint do the rest. Then I take another one of those tires from made out of milliput and a lot more super glue. I know that super glue is not like, it has a tendency to dry up a bit hazy and stuff, but in this instance, it has the plastic strip has a relatively small contact point, so where it actually does touch the tires, I go with the quite a bit just to make sure that it's glued in place as well as I can get it. And then you can see here I use a second tire just to make it a little bit more sturdy and give it something to latch onto at the end of the plastic strip. And there you go. You have now a bouncy orc. And this makes me so happy. I think it's so fun. And I think I could see I taped the video, filmed the entire process, and it took me about 8 minutes or so to do. And 8 minutes of effort that will then last you hopefully quite a long time with bouncy orcs. So here you can see my two finished Squighog riders in their... all of the bouncy glory. I also took a photo under UV light just to show you guys what it looks like. It looks silly, but it's fun. And again, if you're ever going to some sort of rave party, then you can bring your fluorescent orcs, and they can bounce around and have a grand old time. Yeah. Probably the most useless thing out of the entire thing. But very fun nonetheless. I like the idea. So there you go. Bouncy orks. Very, very easy to do. I don't know how sturdy they actually are. I have transported them from my house to the shop a couple of times, and they don't break instantly. But I don't know, if you bring them to like a gaming club or something every week and play tournaments and stuff, perhaps you should just bring a bit of super glue just to be on the safe side, because as I said, they might just break off at some point. I don't know. And frankly, I'm not. I don't care too much either. These are not weighted underneath the base, but they definitely could be if you want to make them a little bit more they will stay a little bit more stable on the table. But I haven't had any issues with either these or my Storm Boys, which are on even smaller bases, falling over. But you could definitely do that, putting some weights underneath your bases if you want to. So this was what I wanted to show you. And if you want to, go for it and make your own bouncy orks, or, I mean, these would also be really fun on those Gloomspite gits for Age of Sigmar, those squig hoppers or whatever they're called. I mean, you could do this on all sorts of models if you wanted to. I have only done it so far in the orks just because orks are silly, and this is the silliest thing ever, as far as my miniature painting goes anyway. But you could do this on all sorts of models, and I would love to see the results if you did. So please tag me, show me if you do. So thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you want to stay up to date on more silly projects, you can follow me as Dice and Demons on Twitter and Instagram as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!